What is going on, everybody? Welcome in to the 2024 Verde Best Ball League Draft, hosted by the North End Podcast. I'm your host here in the North End, Zach Graham, joined as always by my good buddy, on record as my best friend. His name is Ian Michaud, and tonight he is playing the role of sporting director for the North End Podcast. And E, we're going to bring in all of our friends here momentarily, but I ask you, as I always do, how you feeling, my friend? It's match week.
I'm excited, man. I am very, very excited. Second year of the draft. We've been in the war room for the past, 364 days, something along those lines. But got some good friends in here who are now enemies. Looking forward to crushing them as we should.
Yeah, and let's, without further ado, because we do not want to be here too long. We've got 15 rounds of this draft to get through. Let's bring in those opponents. First up, the defending champions. Just one of these fellas representing Moon Tower Soccer tonight. It is Jeremiah Bentley. Jeremiah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I feel a lot of pressure. I would like to, I got to share the credit with Landon last year, and now I feel like if we don't repeat, then I get all the blame to myself. So we've been strategizing. He's like, text me if you have questions, but I may or may not write back. So I'm feeling like I'm operating without a net, but I'm excited to get going.
Yeah, and glad you are back, sir. Congratulations on the championship last year. It was close down to decision day. Moon Tower came out on top. Challenging, returning from last year. You know him from We Are Austin TV. From the Top Flight Podcast, it is the captain of those boys. It's Hernan. Hernan, 4 days away from the season, my friend. You ready for the draft?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. And our last returning podcast outlet, what have you. It's Texas Ring of Fire. No RB quite yet. He might join us a little bit later. So we've got Harry in the building, the biggest Austin FC, I should say, because of who's waiting in the wings, the second biggest Austin FC fan in San Antonio right now. And his last name is Austin. Harry, how we doing, man?
It is. I would like to return this year. We were this close to giving it to We Are Austin, but on the last day, we ended up winning this. Thank you guys.
It came to the last one.
Oh, very, very well done.
Maybe with some of the newbies coming on.
Yeah, we've got a couple expansion teams here this year, so that wooden spoon going to 6th place instead of 4th place this year. Good to see our boy P Mike in the comments. And now mentioned 2 expansion teams. First, you know him from his great work, formerly at the Striker, now Verde All day. It is everybody's favorite Austin FC reporter, Phil West, joins the league in 2024. Phil, good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see y'all. I don't know if I'm everybody's favorite. I made cheat sheets, so I have way more preparation than I anticipated I would do, and maybe way more preparation than I need. But you can always count on me to make a dumb pick in a draft. So I'm very excited to be here.
You can never over-prepare for the Verde Best Ball League, the greatest soccer fantasy league in the world. That is what the pundits have said. Last but certainly not least, we've got 2/3 of the Verdependent Podcast here. Both Logans, Lojo and Low Bar. Boys, with the coordinated entrance, how we feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. And we're happy to be here. New kids on the block. Thanks for having us.
Indeed. New kids indeed. So appreciate everybody tuned in, joining us live. And of course, also if you are listening or watching back after the fact, I know there are some CONCACAF Champions Cup games going on right now. So I appreciate everybody taking the time out. You know, not our favorite teams playing right now, nasty orange team. And then that St. Louis team that gave us some trouble last year. Let's jump in. I'll give a quick reminder. Look, everyone on this screen knows the rules. Quick explanation of what this actually is for our viewers. The best ball draft tonight will be 15 rounds. Each team will select 5 forwards, 5 midfielders, 3 defenders, and 2 goalkeepers. And the Verde Best Ball League uses the same scoring and positional designations as the official MLS Fantasy game. So if you want to follow along in terms of who's being picked, what type of points they scored last year, I know a lot of us are using the MLS Fantasy site to guide us through this. And because this is the Verde Best Ball League, each team must leave this draft with a minimum of one Austin FC player, which feels a little bit worse this year than it did last year. In Best Ball, if you're not familiar with this fantasy format, there are no ads or drops or waivers, like your typical fantasy football leagues with your friends and family. Teams will make adjustments in July during our summer transfer window draft. So each week of the MLS season, every team's top scoring 2 forwards, 2 midfielders, top scoring defender, and goalkeeper from their team will comprise their weekly score. Phil, hand.
Yes. So captains count double in fantasy.
Correct.
So if we have an actual captain, will that person count double?
That is an interesting wrinkle. Maybe something to think about down the road. I also had somebody shout out to another Logan Okwa. I think I got that, Logan. There's 13 million Logans in Austin, apparently. He suggested to me yesterday that you add a round, like a discovery list round, where we could pick up guys like Olivier Giroud and Divock Origi and see if those guys arrive in the summer. We'll leave that nonsense for another time. Scores, like I said, tallied every week throughout the season. The team at the top of the table after decision day in the MLS regular season is declared the winner. That was Moon Tower Soccer. Last year, in a change from last year's draft, the draft order has not yet been decided. So I guess I will now pull up the Wheel of Destiny to determine the 2024 draft order. The first team selected on this wheel will pick 6th in the first round. And the final team remaining on the wheel will pick first. Draft order is snake style. So 6th pick in the first round will be the first pick of the second round. My friends, any questions before we begin?
Let's get it.
All righty. And just checking in with the chat here. North End Pirate, good to see B in there. Primo in here. Primo, picking Austin 6th on Top Flight last night. I am no longer the highest prediction I have seen. Austin FC's finish. So thank you for that, sir. Profe in here, only here because it's halftime of the St. Louis game. Good to see you, Profe. Ari's
He's from St. Louis too.
Yeah, exactly. That's his hometown
agent,
right? Let's see. El Sol 2004 in here. Who is the first Austin FC player to go in the draft? Probably number 10. There you go. Sound on Profe. Vanilla Mexican in here. Saw he's given away an armadillo kit, so make sure you go follow him on social media as well. Rocky in here as well. I guess we've got double Rocky in the chat. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Here we go. 6th pick will go to Moon Tower Soccer.
It's all right.
6th.
Like it's rigged against us for being the winner last year.
It would be something if we got picked in reverse order of finish last year. We will remove Moon Tower, picking 6th, and spin for the 5th pick in the first round. Reverse order it is. North End Podcast will pick 5th. And if we continue going in reverse order, this would be We Are Austin TV. So let's see if the Wheel of Destiny has that in mind. It does not. Wheel of Destiny says Phil, Verde All Day, will pick 4th. 3 teams remain on the Wheel of Destiny. Looks like We Are Austin TV will pick 3rd in the 2024 Verde Best Ball League draft. And it's down to Texas Ring of Fire, the Wooden Spoon winners, and one of our 2 expansion teams, the Verdependent. Who will pick 2nd? Who will pick 1st? Verdependent. Number 1 overall pick, Texas Ring of Fire.
The pressure.
In that Wembanyama.
I know. You got Victor Wembanyama on here or what?
You guys, you feeling like a trip to Kid Rock Steakhouse to celebrate this?
Already got the reservation set. Don't worry, dude.
Badass. All right.
All right, boys. I am updating the draft board as we speak. So, Verdependent, I will go ahead and put you boys on the clock. Maybe a little discussion. I see the phone is out. The draft room is active. So, fellas, remind me who was 3rd there as We Are Austin TV?
Yeah.
Then Phil was 4th. Then
Hector.
Ring of Fires 2.
We're Austin TV is 3rd.
Moon Tower last. So then 2nd round, Moon Tower, North End, Phil, We Are Austin, Texas Ring of Fire, and Verdependent. All right, we have these copied in to the draft board. I will post the draft board momentarily into the chat so those watching live and after the fact can view it for themselves. And we'll go ahead and get started, boys. Verdependent is on the clock. Pick 101.
Yes, sir.
Who we going with, boys?
All right, we got the phone up. I don't know if y'all saw, but we got the war room on call.
Yep.
I think, there's so many good picks within the top 5-10 or so that you can't really go wrong. So I think we're going to have to respect the MVP himself and go with Lucho Acosta from Cincinnati.
Oh, Lucho Acosta, number 1. Unexpected.
And I'm not going to be mad at it.
The mock drafts around the industry did not have Acosta going 1 here, so that's why mock drafts can sometimes be useless. That brings up Texas Ring of Fire. Are they getting their man back that they got in the summer transfer window draft last year? Let's see. Harry, you're muted, sir.
We'll go with Messi.
Yeah.
Leo Messi off the board. Going back to Texas Ring of Fire. Messi, a big factor in the near comeback that Texas Ring of Fire staged late last season, almost catching We Are Austin TV. We Are Austin TV is now on the clock with their first pick. H, what's it going to be?
Well, I'm not going to lie. The Acosta pick was definitely a surprise. I thought that the first pick overall was going to be Messi. He's now off the board. I see Texas Ring of Fire, maybe copied my notes. So there's still so many names here that you can choose from. I mean, I got really, I have second pick, but my first pick is already gone. So with my selection, We Are Austin TV picks up Denny Buanga from LAFC.
Denny Buanga off the board to We Are Austin TV. And before we get Phil's first pick, I do want to welcome in the second member of Texas Ring of Fire joining the stream tonight, RB22. RB, how's it going, man? Good to see you.
Yo.
There he is.
Dude.
There he is.
What's up, y'all?
What up,
Dude,
RB?
Messi? Harry, bro. We got to, dude, what are we doing?
What? You want Messi?
I mean, I guess. I mean,
He was on the list. You approved him.
Hey,
Messi's
what is
gonna be
what is
PlayStation.
Profe talking about right now? Profe saying that we're all fired? Come on, mate. Shout out Tim.
Tim in here. There's Logan, Mr. Discovery List suggestion himself. Oh, Mackey in here. That's a North End Pod favorite, Stephen Mackey. Good to see you. Mackey. Let's see, Dylan in here as well. And I know Phil on the clock, patiently waiting. We appreciate you, sir. I will throw it to you now for your first pick.
Okay, well, I am loath to root for any crew players, as you know, but I'm going to be rooting for one. It's Cucho time.
Oh,
God.
dog.
Cucho, the cornerstone of our team, our almost comeback last year. So hate to see him go, but a great pick in the eyes of the North End. Oh, that brings us on the clock, E.
Indeed.
And we have been, like you said, researching,
Mm-hmm.
discussing, debating,
Mm-hmm.
arguing at times over what we're going to do this year with our first pick. I think we know we're locked in here with who we're going with. I'll let you announce our first pick.
Well, now I don't feel so locked in.
Go.
You announced the first pick.
All right. North End Podcast will take our Austin player. We will take Sebastian Driussi with the 5th overall pick. And
I thought you meant Rigoni, bro.
That's not till the second round.
Okay.
All right, the defending champions on the clock for 2 picks here on the turn. Jeremiah, what do we got?
All right. One of these, I got one in. Give me Thiago Almada.
It's a good pick. If he lasts the whole year, he might be gone by summer.
True.
Hey,
Summer
Phil,
transfer
was
window draft.
I was really counting on you to like go back to your Atlanta roots and make that pick for me. And then I will go. Oh man, I just realized I screwed the way I ordered my draft board up, so I'm going to be lost all night. So I'll be the first person to take somebody who's already picked. I will go Carles Heel, midfielder, with my next pick.
Yep, Carlos Heel goes back to the Moon Tower roster this year. Was part of the championship winning squad in 2023. I think our pick probably going to come in here pretty quick. Let's see. Oh, before we make the pick, our good buddy Damon. That is our seatmate in 123. Damon, not as artist fan, that Damon Williams. So on the clock here, round 2. What do we got?
Yes, sir. We're going Haney right here. Pair those two up. The MVP battle from a couple years ago.
Hey, we will take a run back of the 2022 season in almost all facets, I think. So that's really what we're building for here.
Lobar's making like a long distance call to somebody, really. He's either like talking to his mom or he's.
All right, Phil West on the clock for his second pick.
Is it me already, or?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The snake has returned.
Okay, I am going to go to my Atlanta roots then. Giacomakis.
Oh, Yorgos. Another favorite of the North End. We could have picked him. Passed him up. Yorgos now on the Verde All Day roster, and that moves it to We Are Austin TV for their second pick.
Well, this dude showed some really good signs last season. He's probably the only reason why this team would even sniff the MLS Cup. He's a magician. He's a wizard. He played for a team that I truly, truly, truly dislike. Sergio Busquets.
All right. Okay. Sergio Busquets.
Oh, he's down there on my roster.
He's a magician. He's a wizard.
Love the description there.
Yeah, good.
So we got Sergio Busquets. Everybody watching the draft board, forgive my spelling of these fellas. I'm not the most cultured guy in the world. Texas Ring of Fire on the clock here with their second pick.
We'll go with Emmanuel Reynoso from Minnesota.
All right. Emmanuel Reynoso off the board to the Texas Ring of Fire. Another former North Ender. Now the Verdependent with their second and third picks here on the turn.
You got it.
All right. We got back-to-back picks. Is that correct?
Indeed, sir.
Okay. I think first we got to take our first striker and take first forward, that is, and take Benteke.
All right. Christian Benteke.
What's that, E?
There's like I stubbed my toe.
Yeah. On that LeBron James flop game. I see you.
All right, boys. The group chat does not need to leak too much into the live stream.
You're right. And then Lojo, I guess I'll bring the war room here right now between the two of us. We have I think we should go with another midfielder here. I'm looking at either Espinoza or Ricky Puig. What are you feeling?
I don't know. I'm feeling Puig.
You like Ricky?
Puig.
Ricky Puig?
Ricky Puig.
Let's go Ricky. Why not? Let's take it. We'll take Puig.
All right. Ricky Puig of the LA Galaxy, another former North Ender there, now with the Verdependent, and that puts Texas Ring of Fire back on the clock for their third pick.
Well, I'm checking with the boss to make sure I don't get in trouble.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You better check in, bro.
You can announce this
This
one.
is on you. Let's see. I'll take Jesus Ferreira. Take Jesus Ferreira on this one.
All right. I imagine that will, if he's still around, I imagine Profe will scold you a little bit for picking the Dallas player so early. But
well, if you listen to the the recent episode, then he knows that I got Dallas finishing higher than everybody in Texas this season. So
Oh, that will get a boo from me, even though I'm probably with you whenever I get my predictions finalized. We are Austin TV back up on the clock for their third pick.
All righty. I'll probably take the time needed on this one. It's definitely a hard decision on who we're going to select next. I definitely want it to be somebody in the attack, but I'm being advised to go for a player that I don't want to select right now.
Oh boy, the We Are Austin TV war room is
listen
hot
to
right
those
now.
voices.
I'm getting strong vibes that they want another player, but I think this player will still be available when it comes back to me. So I'm gonna make an audible. I'm gonna make an executive decision.
Oh dear.
And we're gonna go for Chicho Arango.
I like it. Another former North Ender. All of our former guys going in the top 3 rounds.
I mean, they did their homework.
Yeah. We Are Austin TV adding Chicho, who will be in action tomorrow night in the season opener for the league, Miami and RSL, Wednesday night. That brings up Phil for his pick.
Okay. Well, I don't know that I would want to hang out with my team very much, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and add to the mix, and as long as the reported sex tape thing doesn't get in the way, I'm going Aaron Benza here.
I think it was Dylan. I don't know if Dylan is still in the chat. I think he was saying he would name his fantasy team the Gabon Sex Tapes in honor of Aaron Bupenza. And I will say, hey, Aaron Bupenza, another former North Ender from last year.
Wow. Am I just picking your whole team?
Yeah, everybody's picking all of our guys from last year. That puts us on the clock, E. So let's go into the war room here for a moment. And
I missed Phil's pick. What was your pick, Phil? Sorry?
Aaron Bupenza.
Oh, okay. Damn. All right. Good pick.
Thank you.
Of course. Wouldn't
good
expect
pick.
anything less. That's good.
I think you're right, E. The first guy you said there. Go ahead and announce it.
All right. Messi himself is gone, so we will take the Scottish Messi, Ryan Gauld.
Oh,
Ryan Gauld.
A former
North Ender again.
I just don't like.
as if you knew he was like next on my list. Because I gotta go Whitecap in here somewhere. So
Hey,
we've got to laminate that, Phil. Until that draft board is laminated, it is not official.
Yeah. Yeah, we got eyes everywhere. Moon Tower up for back-to-back picks here on the 3-4 turn. Jeremiah, what do we got?
All right, well, I'm going to go Messi is gone, so I will take Bitey Messi. Luis Suarez.
Luis Suarez off the board. On to the Moon Tower Soccer roster. They've got Suarez, Almada, and Carlos Gil, and now the first pick in the 4th round.
Okay, we'll take Cristian Espinosa.
That's good pick. Sneaky good.
Oh, Espinosa.
Gonna be lots of goals in San Jose, for and against.
Indeed.
Hey, so it's what we need. A lot of offense.
He's listed as a midfielder. All right, we're back on the clock here with our 4th pick, and we started with 3 midfielders here. So we are going to grab our first forward of the draft and go with Luis Muriel, the new arrival there in Orlando City.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that brings Phil back on the clock for his 4th pick.
Okay, well, let's get a little weird. I'm going to take the first defender off the board.
All right.
So, Julian Gressel.
Nice. Solid pick. And a member of that Miami squad now.
Mm-hmm.
The rich get richer.
Mm-hmm.
And Gressel on to Phil's roster on the draft board. And that means it is time for the We Are Austin TV draft room to argue again for their 4th pick.
Alrighty. Well, when Phil said that he was going after the first defender, my heart dropped a little bit. I was like, yo, is he going to get the player that the War Room was advising me to pick up right before me? Fortunately for me, the player's still there. And with this pick, we would like to select, we're just poaching this Miami team. We're going to get Jordi Alba.
All right, Jordi Alba off the board. Little Miami stack brewing there for the We Are Austin TV boys. Busquets,
Hey, plus-
Alba.
Plus 250. That's what they gave him. Plus 250. That's
There
crazy.
you go. That means Texas Ring of Fire up now with their 4th round pick. Texas Ring of Fire has Messi, Jesus Ferreira, and Emmanuel Reynoso already on the roster. Who's being added here in the 4th round?
Let Harry go
Yeah.
ahead and announce this one because
We're
going
gonna
back
go
and forth.
with a guy that probably in person is not anybody that we'd like to associate with, but we're gonna go with Kai Wagner. The
Ooh, controversial.
best.
Yeah, this is a theme of the draft.
Yeah.
Terrible people that will still help your team.
Look, man, when you're playing best ball, you're caring about fantasy points, not necessarily your morals and values. You know, that's not the game. So here we go. Verdependent 4-5 turn here, 2 picks in a row. They've already got Benteke, Lucho Acosta, and Ricky Puig. Where are we going here, boys?
So I think we're gonna go defense with our first pick, and we're gonna go Barreal from Cincinnati.
Ooh, I will raise a flag at that.
Okay.
And I will save you guys because he just got loaned today.
Oh, he did.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Shouldn't have said anything, mate.
Yeah, what are we doing
I'm just
here?
kidding.
We're
I'm
the
kidding, I'm
newbies.
kidding.
We get one. We get one.
That's true.
So
It
all
happened
right.
today,
So
too. It happened today.
right. So with our then I guess we'll go with our first pick, and that's going to be Timu Puki.
Nice. Another North Ender last year. That Reynoso Pookie stack was nice.
And then we're going to be in the war room for 5 seconds.
All good. You guys take all the time you need. Did anybody have eyes on that Houston St. Louis CONCACAF match before we got started? I know I saw Sebas Ferreira went down with a non-contact injury. I think Houston is, and I'm biased here, I think Houston could struggle this year compared to last year. Anybody got thoughts on that? Maybe not so Verde biased. I don't know, man. Ache struggling. Jesus Ferreira, Sebas Ferreira injured now. What do you think, Harry?
You're kind of taking the draft here. Like these players aren't off the board yet.
I think them losing their starting forward is going to be a huge loss after they lost their starting forward to Cincinnati.
Yep.
So
Yeah, Baird's up there now. Quinones tore his
is
ACL,
out for the
right?
year.
Yeah.
Out for the year. So they may have problems scoring, but
Looks like it's St.
No,
Louis
it was
1-0. Houston had one called back.
yeah, I'm not sure about the one that got called back. But
When Tim says when you lose Corey Baird, you're down bad. All right, Verdependent boys.
We're ready.
All right.
We're going to pivot. We're still going to take defense, but we're going to go with another high fantasy earner guy. We're going to take Brooks Lennon from Atlanta.
All right. Brooks Lennon off the board. Another member of the Five Stripes there. First defender on the roster for the Verdependent, and that means Texas Ring of Fire up again.
1 minute. 1 minute, please.
Well, let me talk some shit about our other Texas rival. RB mentioned that he thought Dallas would be the highest finishing Texas team this year. Verdependent boys, I know you guys just made your pick, so the war room could be quiet for right now. Lojo, I'll ask you, what do you think about the Texas teams this year? Like trying to put aside the early hype of the season, our Verde bias. What do you think about these teams? Dallas has made some interesting acquisitions in this offseason.
Yes, Dallas has made some very interesting moves. And, Houston looked really good at the end there. I think they're going to be losing a few people. Carrasquilla might be out at some point during this season. Who knows?
True.
Yeah, I just signed a 3-year deal, actually.
He did
I'm
just sign a contract extension, yeah.
I mean, Osimhen signed a contract extension, but he's going to Chelsea next season. So, I mean, contract extensions mean nothing except that team's just locked in for a transfer fee. But
RB, we good?
Are we good?
Yeah.
Are we good on the pick here?
Yeah,
for
we're
Texas
good.
Ring of Fire?
Yeah, I was
All
gonna
right.
let Lojo finish, but
you're good, man. Anyways, real quick, I don't know. Dallas is looking real good this year. I hate to say it, but
We're gonna go with Diego Rossi.
Diego Rossi off the board. Member of the actual MLS champion, Columbus Crew. And We Are Austin TV up on the clock for their 5th pick.
1 second. Just need maybe 30 seconds.
You're good.
How long does it take to
Everybody's-
stay out? Okay.
Everybody's picking some good players. All right. You know, the Verdependent boys have made a great point. They said that Dallas is looking pretty good this season. Coming up, you know, they have some really good players. We are going to select a gentleman by the name of Peter Musa
It's a good pick.
There you
from
go.
FC Dallas.
See how that works out.
Sorry, Aries. I know Aries is in the chat giving flag for people selecting Frisco players, but it was a very interesting pick, and we had to execute.
Petar Musa to We Are Austin TV, joining Chicho and Denny Buwanga among their group of forwards. Now Phil on the clock for his 5th rounder.
Oh, shit. I don't have any midfielders left. Let's rectify that, Evander.
Evander off the board. Another former North Ender, and potentially our next
Really?
pick. Not to be, unfortunately. So we'll add Evander to Phil's roster there. And because he took Evander, I think that locks us into our next decision. So I will let Ian announce our 5th round pick, as he seems to still be perusing the stats over there.
Just making sure. We are going with new acquisition, Emil Forsberg.
Forsberg from the New York Red Bulls. Maybe we're a little biased watching him have the back heel assist against Austin FC out there at Coachella, but that's who we're rocking with here in round 5. And now we're back to
Named
Tower.
Red Bulls captain.
Yeah.
So double points.
Yeah.
Seriously though, he's looked really good in preseason. Like I think he's gonna have a pretty dynamite.
Yeah. Coming over from the Bundesliga, correct? With Leipzig.
From Leipzig, yeah. So
Yeah.
still the Red Bull system. So
Well, and that's our
Well-
4th midfielder, so maybe we have to go somewhere else next year. Sorry,
Hey,
Jeremiah.
if you guys want to like take that back and leave him one more pick, like, that was landed from somewhere in the ether. Is like take Forsberg the next time it comes around.
You can send us some
somebody-
jam.
Okay, deal. So I was rethinking one of these. So I'll go ahead and make it first. Like I did not want to be Rebels heavy, so I'll take John Tolkien as my first defender.
that's good. I was eyeing him.
Tolkien off the board and onto the Moon Tower roster. And
Wrote
we're
some
into
great
the
books
6th.
too. I think Houston just scored. My watch is telling me. My watch from the future.
Oh, nice.
You watch in the future. I love it.
You remember that, Jeremiah?
Yeah, I do. It was
Yeah.
super fun at the
US Wales
World Cup,
game.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Confirmed now in the chat. Confirming Phil's future watch. Regla saying Dynamo have evened the scoreline. That game's in St. Louis, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And Moon Tower on the clock. First pick of the 6th round. Take your time because we are also going to have to debate here.
No goalkeepers have been picked yet.
No keepers
How about
yet.
yeah? Okay, well we're gonna go ahead and go with Jordy Mihalovic with the Colorado Rapids.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Good pick.
Mihalovic.
Someone's got to do something in Colorado this season.
Mm-hmm. He's a pretty good bet to be that. All right, E. We are going to jump in the war room here and figure out where we are going next. All right, pick is in. We are going to go with another new arrival to MLS, and we are going to Chi-Town. Give us Hugo Kuipers, new striker, DP striker, the $12 million man. Now a member of the North End.
Their DPs usually hit, so that's a really good pick.
Yeah, you cut me deep. All right, Phil, you are on the clock.
Okay.
For your 6th pick.
All right. Let's go Daniel Gazdag.
Daniel Gazdag off the board.
PKs count, right?
Indeed, they do.
Just thinking about how many PKs he had last year.
That's yeah.
Every time we would text each other, Gazdag PK.
Yep. And that means We Are Austin TV back up for their 6th pick. They've got their 3 forwards. Then they've got their 2 Inter Miami players in Busquets and Jordi Alba.
Well, this pick is a creation by me and Primo.
Okay.
We were going back and forth on this one. He advised me to go after this guy. I believe he's still out there. If he's not, maybe I missed it, but I think he is still out there. We're going to keep it in the state of Florida, the Sunshine State. We're going to keep it there, and we're going after Mr. Facundo Torres.
That's a good pick.
I like it.
It's going to be my next one.
Facundo Torres from Orlando City joins the We Are Austin TV midfield, and that brings up Texas Ring of Fire for their 6th pick.
You announce your boy there, RB.
Well, I was gonna go with somebody, but give me like 45 seconds, just real quick.
You're good. We are also in our war room as we speak, trying to figure out where we go next. It's fast and furious here in the Verde Best Ball League draft.
Do you think that they like share that wooden spoon? Like somebody gets it for a week and then they
RB hands it off to Harry at the Austin game.
Right.
Bro, chill.
Calm down, dude.
You can give it to
man.
Jose when we play Frisco.
Well, I'm gonna expect a wooden spoon now whenever I see you guys. So I'm gonna put it in my cabinet. All right, so let's go with I don't know his first name. Let's see here. Edward Lowen from St. Louis City.
Good pick.
Yep.
On my list too.
Good pick there. Edward Lewin, St. Louis, and that means Verdependent up on the clock with their 6th and 7th pick.
Yes, we are indeed, and we'll take 1 pick, then we need 5 seconds.
Sure.
And then we're gonna take Carranza from the forward,
All right. Julian Carranza.
and then give us 2 seconds.
You're good.
Talk about Houston or something.
Ain't much
We
to
can
talk
talk
about. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, games
Question.
coming up. Yeah, go ahead, H.
Predictions for Saturday.
That's what I was about to ask.
Hey,
I
great minds,
will
great
hold
minds,
off.
great minds.
I will hold off because North End Podcast episode 119 recorded tomorrow. That's where we'll make our picks. But everybody else,
All right, fair.
that showing a massive score line. Not quite the hit him with the truck that Primo would have. But H, what do you got?
Well, I've been saying must win since probably months ago, right? So
Yeah.
as long as it's a win, I'll be happy. But if I could, if I'm gonna put a score line out there, I'd like to see a clean sheet 2-0 or a 2-1.
I like it.
Something like that.
Anybody
It's
else?
not gonna be. What's up?
I would say anybody else got predictions locked in already? Nobody? Everybody else waiting until closer to game day, I guess.
Right.
Exactly.
Come on, boys.
I'll tell you this.
I don't make predictions. I don't make predictions.
True.
I'll go
Right
2-1.
now-
I got just winning that one 3-1. 3-1.
Right now, I'd say 3-1
I
Austin.
got
Yeah.
2-1.
I think 2-1's respectful for Austin.
Yeah.
2-1 Austin, Harry?
Because Minnesota just got a coach yesterday, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Manchester
Well,
United assistant. I think.
Well, no, I don't think he's even announced. I think they said that they're in negotiations with him. So I don't even think he's here yet. So
Yeah.
True. And I think
It
we're
is
good to
a
go
must-
with our pick on our end.
All right,
Wanna see
Verdependent. Starting round 7.
We're gonna go. Ah, man, I think we're gonna have to go to the Bayou and get M&A Bossy.
Oh, boo!
I know the first one. I know.
Talk about penalty merchants.
I know.
Hey,
PK Merchant.
yeah,
Hey, PKs get fantasy points.
it's
Right.
right.
It's points.
And Bassey, I believe.
God, I hate
he's
him.
midfielder. Yeah, one of E's least favorite players.
I can't stand him.
in
Don't
the
worry,
league.
Boxall's in the mix here too. Probably.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh, it's not every year that you get to warm up your fuck Mike Boxall chance, in February. But that's what we're doing here. This
I see
this weekend.
E over here just getting it ready. Just
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, Texas Ring of Fire, your 7th round pick.
Just put us on the clock real quick. Put us on the clock, man.
Yeah,
Give us
all
a
good.
second.
Rubio and Aubrey on goal. You see that? Would be
What's that?
nice. Rubio and Aubrey on goal
Oh yeah, there you go.
in the chat. There we go.
Regulus with the prediction. I think we would take that. We'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
walking out of Q2 pretty happy if that's how things.
Oh
end
yeah.
up.
I mean, honestly, I mean, if this club, after the jersey unveiling ceremony that they had, I mean, that place was packed to the rim. After some of the results that we had last season, I mean, if they don't come out there with at least a little bit of pip in their step, I mean, I would be very disappointed. But it's MLS, anything can happen. But I really see Austin FC winning this game. They have to at home, new kid, stadium is going to be packed.
Yeah.
It is a
win.
must-win game. I
Must win.
agree. It's crazy.
And then what's the deal with Emmanuel Reynoso? Because I heard he sprained or injured his MCL. Then I heard he was back in practice.
MCL
What's the deal with
sprain.
him?
I think he is probably out this weekend. Hasn't played or practiced in full in about 3 weeks, but he's been doing individual work on the side, so I imagine he's back week 2 or 3. They don't seem too concerned about it, but just going to play it safe with the MVP caliber player.
Fair.
We're gonna go with the man-child, Diego Luna from Real Salt Lake.
Nice,
Good pick.
we were definitely eyeing Luna. Probably a little bit of a larger role for Diego Luna this year with RSL.
Dang, that was my next pick.
Yep.
Y'all got my pick.
And that puts We Are Austin TV on the clock. So, getting sniped here in the 7th round by Texas Ring of Fire. Might have to
That one hurt.
Might have to go to the war room here.
Yeah, just one quick sec. I need to review the
Texas
depth
Ring of
chart.
Fire getting a lot of praise for the Luna.
Rigoni's still on the board.
Oh my. All right. Let's see.
Profe, notorious with the emojis there. The Diego Luna.
Dougman.
This one is a very tough choice. There's still good names up there. Sporting Kansas City is looking very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. They got a good little project going on there. They always have low key. I'm scared for the injuries, right? But
Thinking over
something
this is
tells
going.
me that this guy could be a sleeper pick. Maybe, I don't know if it's right to even label him as a sleeper pick, but I'd like to choose Mr. Chiva Hermano himself, Alan Pulido.
Profe called it. I love it. Alan Pulido back on the We Are Austin TV roster, I believe.
Back.
He was a member of the team last year.
Yes, sir.
So adding him to the bevy of forwards that We Are Austin TV has. Not bad. Buanga, Chicho, Musa, Pulido. It's a fearsome front line there for We Are Austin TV. Now Phil back on the clock. 7th round
Okay.
pick.
It's time to honor my daughter and get a white cap off the board
All right.
here. We're going Brian White.
Ryan White off the board.
Good man.
And on to Phil's roster. Joining Cucho, Yakumakis, and Bupenza. Another fearsome front line there. And I think our pick is in.
Indeed.
You can announce it if you want to, sir.
We are taking the San Jose Earthquakes newest acquire, Amal Pellegrino.
Pellegrino.
Oh, taking all the newbies.
Other people
Welcome.
know about him apparently. Yeah, I was gonna try to sneak him in late. So nice.
Welcome to the North End, Amal, and now Moon Tower, the defending champs on the clock.
All right, we need some forwards here. So we're gonna go old, and we're gonna speculate with these two picks. We're gonna take going old. Like Insigne has to do something at some point, so we'll go Lorenzo Insigne.
Nice.
I didn't
And
even
then-
put either of the Italians on from TFC on my board. I've been burned.
Wow, Phil,
many times.
thanks. That's aggressive, man. Thanks. And then we'll go Gabriel Peck, the speculative
Nice.
from the LA Galaxy.
Yeah, that's good.
I like it. Peck.
He's nice packs.
Moon Tower. And Moon Tower forwards. And we will continue here in the North End, welcoming in the new players to MLS, new players to the North End roster. We will go up to Seattle, Phil's stomping grounds, and take Pedro de la Vega
Damn it!
Ooh,
and add him to our midfield.
Oh, that I was thinking about him for sure.
And that will put Phil back on the clock here in round 8.
This is me.
Halfway through the draft, gents.
Okay. Let's go Santi Rodriguez here from NYCFC.
Nice. Santi Rodriguez from NYC. Going into the Verde All Day midfield, joining Evander and Daniel Gazdag. We are Austin TV. Back up on the clock.
well, we do have an abundance of forwards already. Some really good names, like it was mentioned right now. I think it's time, we kind of show some love to the midfield. We got Busquets, we got Facundo Torres, some interesting names. So it's gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. Fans are. I asked Discord what they thought. I'm gonna let them get one pick, but they haven't gave me one yet, so they can probably get the next one. Somebody said a goalkeeper. Way too early to get a keeper. So, with our pick, we would like to select Thiago Almada.
What?
He was taken in the
no,
first
no,
round.
I'm saying way early.
I'm sorry. He's gone. I forgot to scratch him out. And I forgot to scratch out Pedro de la Vega. All right. Well, I got to go with my second pick here then. We're going to
Messi's
go
gone
with
too.
Coco Carrasquilla.
All right. Coco Carrasquilla on the team.
Coquito Carrasquilla.
He's so good.
He is.
He infuriates me.
Sorry for that, y'all. Sorry.
You're
Take a
good.
shot. Them's the rules.
That is the typical draft
You wanna take a
rules.
shot.
When you're in the
somebody
North
else's
End.
player.
Texas Ring of Fire here, getting near the end of round 8.
All right, we're gonna bring him back home. Diego Fagundes, man.
Oh boy. Diego Fagundes off the board in the 8th round. Back to Texas Ring of Fire in the midfield. And the Verdependent boys on the clock here for their 8th and 9th picks.
We out you.
All right. So we're gonna finish out the forwards here. We're gonna take Klaus from St. Louis.
Bastards.
Sorry. And then we're also gonna take Shallowy.
Nice pick. Daniel Shallowy, SKC. He is listed as a forward, so that completes the forward room for the Verdependent Pod. Benteke, Pookie, Carranza, Klaus, and Shallowy. And that puts Texas Ring of Fire back on the clock here in the 9th round.
45 seconds.
They've got 3 forwards. They've got Messi, Jesus Ferreira, Diego Rossi. They've got 4 midfielders, Reynoso, Lewin, Luna, and Fagundes. And they've also got Kai Wagner on their back line. Let's see. We've got Ari's in here. Rule change proposal. When a Crinamo or Frisco player gets points playing against us, those should not count for the league.
Supported.
Hey, so we just X those teams out of the league. Nobody gets drafted. Just make sure we update our board here, E.
This is going to be a very competitive league.
Indeed, it is.
For some of us.
It may be a little bit early, but I want to get the best. Stephen Fry, goalkeeper.
Ooh,
First goalkeeper off the board, Stephen Fry from Seattle.
I know.
Best defense in the league last year. A lot of clean sheet bonuses for those Seattle defenders and keepers last year.
All right. Time for a goalie run.
So we are Austin TV back on the clock here in round 9.
well, we did want to shock by going for the goalkeeper, but we see that one has already been chosen. Luckily, it's not the guy we wanted. But I'm waiting from a reply from Football Critic. He's going to make a pick, so if we can just get just a couple of seconds.
Absolutely. We are Austin TV. Buanga, Chicho, Musa, Polito. At forward, Busquets, Torres, Coco Carcia in the midfield, and Jordi Alba.
Feeling really
On
good
the
about
back
the team
line.
so far. All right,
Looking-
Football Critics picks in.
All right.
With our goalkeeper selection, we would like to pick up the Frenchman himself, Hugo Lloris.
Lloris off the board from
Picking Tottenham
LAFC.
guys.
It'll be so fun seeing him though. Like I'm super excited for that.
Mm-hmm. Watch Lloris come through Q2. Get to heckle Hugo Lloris. That's gonna be fun.
Definitely talking some shit to him.
Phil, on the clock here in round 9.
So we're in the 9th round, and
Indeed.
nobody's taken Hector Herrera yet.
No, they have
I'm gonna
not.
rectify that.
Is that the pick? Ache
Yep.
Ache?
Yep.
All right. Hector Herrera off the board. And now a member of Verde All Day. If only he knew. North End Podcast on the clock. I think we need to get in the war room here. Now 2-1 St. Louis over Houston. Quick chats here in the war room.
Let's go St. Louis. Sounds like you're going to war with that keyboard, bro.
Where he's going at it.
We get after it, man. You want to go ahead and make that pick? You're muted.
I don't know if I like it that much, but all right, I'll make it. All right, we're going Walker Zimmerman, Nashville.
Oof.
Solid.
Walker Zimmerman off the board. North End's first defender in the 2024 Best Ball Draft. Now Moon Tower, the 9-10 turn.
Okay, we're gonna go for a return to the old school and go with Edward Atuesta from LA in the midfield.
Nice.
Coming back. And I feel like we need a defender. Well, I had like 3 US guys that we've all heard of, and you picked the first one that I had. So there's 2 left here. Let's go with Matt Miazga.
He will be out for a few games
Let's
to
go.
start the season.
Is that right?
What's this? 2 games?
As you know.
I thought it was down to 1. Isn't it 1 now?
It might be 1, yeah. I haven't kept up with the suspension. I know they've been lessening some suspensions
Yes.
for reasons.
Yes.
But yeah, there you go. Matt Miazga and Edward Atuesta onto the Moon Tower roster. And go ahead and make that pick. I like it.
Oh, okay. Again, we're going Jackson Reagan from Seattle.
Good pick.
Another member of the Sounders off the board. Second defender into the North End, and now Phil up with his 10th round pick.
Okay. I'm gonna take care of 2 things. I'm gonna take care of my Austin FC pick and my goalkeeper.
There you go.
Yep.
All right.
Brad Stuver off the board, and I believe only the second Austin player taken. So still 4 Austin players must be selected before the end of this draft. Verde All Day and the North End have satisfied their Verde requirement. here tonight. We Are Austin TV on the clock in round 10.
1 second. We're in the war room for this one right now.
Mm.
Football Critic is currently in an argument with one of the other members about who this pick needs to be. So, Phil definitely surprised me with the Stewart pick. I wanted to get him for my goalkeeper too, but he's now gone, obviously. This one's gonna be tough, but we might as well just take care of our Austin FC pick for this one. And it's gonna be no, you know what? I'm gonna save that one. Actually.
All right.
I'm gonna go for the defender that I was thinking about. Miles Robinson.
Miles Robinson, now in Cincinnati, and now a member of the We Are Austin TV best ball team, joining Jordi Alba on their back line, and Texas Ring of Fire up for their 10th pick.
Still in the laboratory trying to put this one together, man.
Yeah, taking a look.
It's tough. It gets tough towards the end, you know?
Oh, yeah. In the double-digit rounds, it can get pretty thin. Texas Ring of Fire still needs 2 forwards, 1 midfielder, 2 defenders, and a goalkeeper to round out their draft. Looking at some of the other teams here, We Are Austin TV needs a forward, 2 midfielders, a defender, and a keeper. Moon Tower needs 2 forwards, 2 defenders, and 2 keepers. The North End needs 2 forwards, a defender, and 2 keepers. I might be a little bit off with the numbers here with the copy and pasting. We'll get it all straight. Verdependent has all their forwards. They need 2 midfielders, 2 defenders, 2 keepers. Verde All Day needs a forward, a midfielder, 2 defenders, and a keeper. Texas Ring of Fire. Let's see if that was enough time in the war room.
That was. So we'll grab the new 14 for Austin FC and Diego Rubio.
Diego Rubio off the board. 3 goals in 3 preseason exhibitions. All of us on screen hoping that continues the rest of the year, and the Verdependent boys are on the clock.
We are indeed on the clock.
All right.
Lojo, I'll take one, you take the other, yeah?
Yeah, okay. You go first.
I think we need to grab a defender, and we're looking at another fantasy regular last year. We're looking at, unless he was picked, I missed it, but Burke Risa from MICFC.
All righty.
Wait, who?
Risa,
Dang.
did he get picked already?
No, he did not.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Did we just get hooed on our pick?
Hey,
It's too early for that.
Oh, God.
you can get who,
Such a
but I'm
power
looking.
move,
He was
Phil.
the
Such
what?
a power move.
He was the 6th highest fantasy earner last year
Go
on
Risa
defense. I'll take that.
on the squad. And another pick here for the Verdependent.
Hold up, we got to confer.
All right. They're back into the war room. Rocky saying some good defenders out there for some goals. Every team still needing to fill at least one more spot in their defense. We're into round 11 here.
All right. So we have our next pick. We're going to round this out, and we're going to select Reynoso.
Drink.
Emmanuel
Reynoso, selected back in the second round.
That's what we thought. I couldn't remember. I thought I missed it. So I was like, let's just say it and see what happens.
Dang. All right, that's fine. We had a backup just in case.
We're willing to take Gam.
I like it. Okay, RB, I thought that might have been y'all. I couldn't remember. You're the one spot I didn't have written down.
They're going flying. Some of these didn't get crossed off. But Rusnak is going to be our pick then.
Albert Rusnak, another member of the Sounders, drafted here tonight, and Texas Ring of Fire is back up on the clock.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and make an executive decision here.
Ooh.
And we're going to go ahead and get Nico Ladero.
Nico Ladero, now in Orlando, not a DP anymore for his new team. So potentially a steal there for an already strong Orlando roster. Now a member of Texas Ring of Fire's midfield that rounds out their midfield. Ladero, Reynoso, Luna, and Fagundes, and it brings We Are Austin TV back on the clock.
Oof. Some really nice picks. Not gonna lie. Really good job, y'all. Wondering if we should get Austin FC pick out of the way for this one. Although I think he's the only problem with this pick is that I think he's gonna have a hard time with the competition that he's up against. I think he's a great player. He's also going to be busy, possibly in the international window, so that might keep him away. But I believe in his creation, and with a guy like Rubio, you know, there could be some changes. He already got an assist for him in the preseason, a cheeky little back heel. So with this one, I'm gonna go with Danny Pereira.
Danny Pereira satisfying the Austin requirement there for We Are Austin TV, their fourth midfielder. And that moves us on to Phil here in round 11.
Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of a flyer here. So this will be fun. New LA Galaxy player, Joseph Paintsill.
Oh, God. That was our next pick. So there you go. Phil coming in with the sniper. Really hate to see it. Verde all day rounding out their forwards, Cucho, Yakumakis, Bupenza, Brian White, and the Galaxy's new acquisition, Joseph Paintsill. And I think that pushes us towards another one of those picks that we're making for the fantasy upside and not with our morals and values. We will take Dante Van Zier of the New York Red Bulls, trying to stack him Forsberg. And that will bring us to Moon Tower here to close out round 11.
Okay, give us Jande Silva from Atlanta as a forward.
All right.
And we're going to hit our Austin requirement and defender John Gallagher from Austin.
John Gallagher off the board and onto the Moon Tower roster, rounding out their defenders. And now we're back on the clock here, E. And I think we need a moment here.
I think we do as well.
All right, we're going into the war room here.
Tell that keyboard to get ready, man.
Stephen L. Mexican saying, can we put our midfielders as center backs if our main center back is injured? I don't know if you're talking about real life or best ball. I just hope we don't have that many injuries. We're full on mids. E.
All right, lock it in then.
All right, you go ahead and announce it.
We're going with Mr. Andre Blake, keeper, Philadelphia.
First keeper for the North End, and Verde all day back on the clock here, round 12, coming down the stretch. Phil, focused on the clock.
What's me?
It is.
All right. Let's do Ymar.
Ymar off the board. Another Seattle player. Maybe the most drafted team here in the 2024 draft. We'll have to tally up those picks afterwards. We are Austin TV on the clock now here, middle of round 12.
Well. Middle of round 12. A lot of good names still up there. We need a forward, a midfield, one more defender, one more keeper. Kind of keeping it balanced there a bit. This is a tough one. It's coming down to the last couple of rounds. I think we're going to just secure the goalkeeper position with this pick. And we're going to go ahead and select Mr. Budki.
Roman Berkey off the board. MVP candidate last year. Now,
See if he can keep it up.
now paired with Hugo Lloris on the goalkeeper depth chart for We Are Austin TV.
Solid.
Texas Ring of Fire
Solid.
on the clock.
Go ahead, Harry.
You wanted to go with
That's a fact.
Zardis.
no.
What?
Let's just go with our defender, Harry.
Which
Sam
one's
Vines.
that? Go ahead. Sam Vines? All right. We're going to go with Sam Vines.
Sam
Ooh.
Vines out of Colorado. The New Look Rapids. Texas Ring of Fire pairing Vines with Kai Wagner on their back line. The Verdependent boys up for the 12-13 turn.
Okay. I think we need one midfielder, one defender, and two goalkeepers. Is that correct?
You are correct, sir.
I'm glad I at least know my team. I think we're going to go, and shit, if he was taken, I was in the war room deep. We're going to start with Justin Glad.
All right,
In
Justin
defense.
Glad. RSO.
And then we're going to pull a north end here. Let me double check on that real quick just to make sure. We might pull a north end here. Just give me
All
2
right.
seconds. I want to pull a north end and be like, wait, who?
Yeah. Don't let Phil who us again.
I think we're going to have to go with our goalkeeper. We're going to get Zach Steffen.
All right, Zach Steffen.
Bring a little national team flair to the team.
I don't believe we had any Colorado players drafted last year. And we've got 3 already. So congrats to them on a productive offseason. Texas Ring of Fire, we've got less than 3 rounds remaining. Round 13. Texas Ring of Fire on the clock, needing a forward, a defender, and a keeper to round out their roster.
Go ahead, Arby. That's a good one.
We'll do Barrial from Cincinnati. Barrial.
Was already picked.
No, he's been
and was
picked.
loaned. Yeah, he was loaned today, so no
that's
longer
right.
in MLS.
Wow, Harry. What are you doing, man?
Couldn't be us, you know?
Drink.
All right, give us a second.
I've been drinking the whole time, so I don't know why you people are yelling.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just a little extra kick in the rear. You know, take a sip.
Where
The
is
official,
Seeing
the official-
Moose
yeah, I don't even know. He's somewhere. He only shows up to talk. He's like following along in the chat. And he talks shit about my picks in the Google Doc, and that's all I'm getting.
Google Doc comments.
Yeah. From parts unknown.
Vanilla has a pointed question in the chat. Can we put our midfielders as CBs if our main CB is injured?
Yeah. Unfortunately, no.
He's
But
just
if
yapping.
all three of your defenders get injured and are not playing, you are allowed to pick a replacement for that week. So that is on the commish over here. We'll be in contact.
Sure.
That group chat, that group DM will be active during the year, making sure everybody's good to go.
All right, we're gonna close out our forwards.
All right.
Let's close them out with Corey Baird.
Baird, Cincinnati now, and finishing up the forward spot for Texas Ring of Fire. And that brings We Are Austin TV back on the clock, needing a forward, a midfielder, and a defender.
Forward, a midfielder, and a defender. I have a quick question. Is actually just give me a quick second.
All good.
Gotta make a quick phone call to Colombia.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah,
Got to talk to the agents, the players, all parties involved. Making
Rolo's
sure
not
that,
the only one that has scouts. in
yeah,
South
making sure
America,
everybody's on board here.
mate. Ah, fair. Okay. I think this is a risky one, and maybe y'all can correct me if I'm wrong in selecting this player. But I think he's still available. Is Duncan McGuire still there?
You
Yes.
got him.
Okay, and what's the deal with him? Because I know he was on an airplane and the deal fell through. He's back at Orlando, correct?
He's playing in Orlando.
Yeah, Blackburn
Okay.
pushed the wrong button. They pushed
Yeah,
save instead of
save.
send. So he'll probably go in the summer, but if I was him, probably not to Blackburn.
Yeah.
Duncan McGuire.
Duncan
Duncan
McGuire.
McGuire.
Now a member of the We Are Austin TV Best Ball Squad, and that brings Phil back onto the clock here in round 13.
Okay, let me get then the goalkeeper with the best defense in front of him, and I'm going to go Roman Celentano.
Phil, I think we're really second guessing our decision to bring you into this league.
Am I stealing all your picks? I swear to God, I don't know what you got.
Yeah. Roman Celentano pairs with Brad Stuver on that goalkeeper depth chart for Verde all day, and that narrows it down. We had two picks in the hopper. That will force our hand to stack Jack Elliott here with our already rostered Andre Blake. So Jack Elliott is the pick, and that now we are to Moon Tower here on the 13-14 turn.
All right, we have no keepers, which seems like a problem. So we're gonna go Martin Paz from Dallas.
It's a good pick also.
Yep, that was gonna be yours.
And yeah, I can't take Steve Clark's hair. How about it, Joe Willis?
Joe Willis back on the Moon Tower roster, looking to defend his best ball title in 2024. Back-to-back keeps, and now we are back up here. And I guess we'll go to the war room here. Ugh.
I'm just gonna say for next year, because we were talking about drinking. If anybody out there that makes beer or liquor wants to be the official alcohol sponsor of this draft,
exactly.
Say anything or drink anything or use anything and trade for sponsorships. Like hook all of us up, and we will love you all year long.
Love it.
I won't even use a koozie.
There we go.
Exactly. And if it's like vodka, I'll just drink it straight from the bottle. Like I just whatever you need.
Cool.
All right, I think we're getting close here. All right, we are going to finish up our goalkeeper depth chart and take Pedro Galese from Orlando.
Ooh, it hurts, slow Joe.
And that means Phil on the clock for his penultimate pick.
Okay, let's party. Dylan Barrero.
Dylan Barrero from, that's terrible spelling, from the Revs. And that moves us on to We Are Austin TV for their second to last pick.
Still need a defender and a midfielder. This one's going to be very good. I got a good feeling about this pick. I feel like he's the Kevin De Bruyne of the MLS, low-key. Low-key.
Still around in round 14. Wow.
Little sleeper pick. And I just double-checked just to make sure that nobody had picked him up. So if he's still there, I apologize. But I think he is still available. We're going to go with Mr. Aiden Morris.
Aiden Morris, now off the
Columbus
board
Crew.
and onto the We Are Austin TV roster. rounding out their midfield depth chart, and Texas Ring of Fire on the clock. Looking into the chat here. Oh boy, Debo in the chat.
Yeah,
That's E's brother, ladies and gentlemen. Tuning in live for the first time. Shout out Debo, Vanilla Mexican, saying Phil is his dark horse. He's got Phil to win it. This is our buddy north of the border here. Chiming in. Good to see you. And then P Mike back in the building. Texas Ring of Fire on the clock here in round 14.
Is Stein Gregerson, defender from Atlanta, still available? I believe he is.
Get Stein Gregerson.
If you can spell his name correctly, you can have him.
I don't.
Well, I've got it copied on the cheat sheet, so
there you
it's
go.
the only way I could do it.
It's a tough one. Like there's vowels that are in places where you would not expect them to be.
So that brings us to the Verdependent for their final 2 picks. Oh, look at that. I think I did spell Gregerson right. Pat on the back for me.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, good work.
We out here.
All right. So with our first pick, we got this called in by Paul. So
Okay.
don't get mad at us. We're picking Steve Clark
Oh.
from Paul's former
Yep.
Houston
The former
Dynamos.
Dynamos.
Okay.
Best hair 2023.
Yep. And probably 22. And then to round it out, we haven't picked our Austin FC guy, and we need a midfielder. And according to MLS Fantasy, Emiliano Rigoni
Oh, there you go.
is a midfielder.
Stop the cap.
Who knows? Who knew Emmy getting drafted in 2024?
We're gonna trust our DP.
I love
He's
it.
gonna have a breakout year.
There you go.
I love
It's
it.
time. That's gonna close out our
Rigoni
roster.
finishes out the Verdependent roster. We are into the final round. Texas Ring of Fire on the clock. They need a keeper to close out their draft.
Well, we got to have one former San Antonio FC, Dane St. Clair.
There you go. St. Clair. Get ready for negative points from him week 1 there, Texas Ring of Fire.
Well, we got Stephen Fry, so I'm not expecting a whole lot.
Good call there. We Are Austin TV needs a defender to finish off their draft here in round 15.
Well, we're thinking about selecting Cascante, but he's injured, so I don't know. This is going to be a little tough, the defender one. But I'm going to go with this guy. I mean, I actually really like him. He's from Frisco. I know I might get some flack, but I like his attitude. I like the way that he carries himself. You know what I mean? I think he's a good player. It's just going to be a tough one, but Nkosi Tafari.
Yeah, I was going to get him next. So. Let's go plan B. Is it me?
Yes, sir. It is.
So let's go plan B for my final defender. I'm going to go Steven Moreira, again from the crew.
Steven Moreira. Best guess on my spelling there. I'll make sure it works later.
E before
on.
I.
E before I. At the end? Maybe. That rounds out Phil's roster, and I know our pick.
No, it's Moreira. You have an extra syllable in there.
There you go. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
And the North End podcast will finish off there. E, you wanna announce our final pick, or
Yeah,
I'll give you the honors.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
We're going to complete the stack with Mr. Mukhtar. Go ahead and get Sam Surridge from Nashville.
Huh?
Surge onto the squad, and Moon Tower.
Yeah,
Mr.
everybody show your notes.
Yeah.
Everybody show the notes. War room notes.
Oh,
Hang on.
we're digital here, baby. Yeah,
I'll show the War Room notes. Hold on.
We're definitely digital, so
we're digital here, baby.
There you go. War Room notes.
Color coded.
Right here.
I mean,
All
I think
right.
this dude's still around. Let's go with the Mr. Irrelevant being Jordan Morris.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, he
I
is.
don't believe he was picked.
Yeah,
Nice.
see it.
Until now, another sounder rounding out the draft. And gentlemen, that does it. Rosters locked in at least
Sure.
until the summer transfer window. We'll get you out of here one by one, and we'll start with the defending champions. Jeremiah, thanks for joining us, my friend. Tell everybody listening live, watching back on the recording, where they can find you, what you guys got going on over at Moon Tower.
Yeah, you can find us everywhere you look at moontowersoccer.com. Also, if you are going to the grand opening of the train station at 10 in the morning on Saturday, I'll be emceeing the
Nice.
grand opening of McAllen Station, which apparently is going to have maybe a train break through a banner at some point. I may or may not have heard, so check that out.
That's great.
That's
We
awesome.
appreciate you being here, Jeremiah. And I won't say we wish you luck because we're trying to take this thing down this year. Everybody, the target is on your back.
And Landon will not be sure to not be out of town next year after we see how this year goes, for sure. But thanks a lot, guys. It was a lot of fun.
All right, Jeremiah.
Hey,
Good
Jeremiah.
to see you, buddy. We'll see you on Saturday. Moon Tower out of here. Texas Ring of Fire, Harry and RB. Boys, it was a pleasure. Can't wait to see you guys, not just Saturday, but throughout the season. Tell everybody what you got going on. Texas Ring of Fire back on the airwaves as of Sunday. We love to see it.
Yeah, no, we appreciate the invite, man. We're super excited, to do this again. So Harry and I and Jose, we'll keep doing it for this season. Get the banter going. You can find us on all the platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. So go give us a follow. And of course, North End, man, you guys put on a good show. Verdependent was good. And Phil, I remember seeing you in Galveston one time, and I was like, what the hell am I in Galveston? That's crazy. But yeah, cheers. And Harry, man, my right-hand man right here, the guy that makes the world go round for Texas Ring of Fire. So we appreciate everyone that tunes in, and we'll keep going strong, man.
Harry, appreciate you joining us, man. And if it wasn't on decision day, we would see you down in San Antonio when Louisville City and Damian Last come through. But, maybe we can match up in the Open Cup. We'll see.
Is there an Open Cup?
Who knows?
Is there a playoff schedule? Is there a playoff format? Any of this mysteries to be revealed throughout the year.
All right, Texas Ring of Fire. Appreciate you guys joining us. Verdependent boys, the Logans.
Yes, sir.
How'd you guys enjoy your first draft here in the North End?
It was a good
It was
time.
fun, man. It was fun.
Appreciate you guys having us out.
Yeah.
Enjoyed
Next time
it,
I'm gonna have to
boys.
get a piece of paper to cross things off. It might be a little easier.
For sure.
Hey,
Trying to
summer-
listen and talk and strike through on Excel is not the vibe.
Yep. Summer transfer window will be here before we know it. Let everybody know where they can find you, what you guys got going on there at the Verdependent Podcast.
We're on Twitter at the Verdependent. We have a good interview with Eric Goodman coming out this week, so be sure to check that out.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
keep
Episodes
Chatter
dropping
live
Thursday,
on
yeah.
Twitter, formerly known as or X, formerly known as Twitter, whatever it may be.
It's Twitter in my heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still Twitter.
Appreciate y'all. This is fun.
Yeah. Had a blast, boys. Thanks for stopping by and having fun with us. Phil, your
Yeah.
expansion season has begun here in the Best Ball League. Verde All Day. Seems like every 6 hours I look at my email and I've got a new post in there from Phil West. Tell the people how they can find you at Verde All Day and what you got
Well, it's
going
not
on.
quite that frequent, but yeah, the preseason is going to be pretty busy. So I'm at verdeallday.substack.com. You can either find me as Phil West or on the Facebook derivative. Social medias, Philippe West. That's Philippe. Nobody can spell that right. This was fun. I'm back. Basically, I'm halfway through season previews for all the teams that are not Austin FC. So that has been an F ton of work, but it's been fun. And I think it's really helpful just to get a sense of where the league is. So I went ahead and did vague, unlaminatable predictions versus having to commit to an actual ranking because we know how that goes usually. And this was fun. I enjoyed taking all your picks. Making them. So sorry about that.
Yeah, we'll be on our toes in that summer transfer window draft, knowing that Phil is lurking.
And Hernan got a few of my picks too, though. Actually,
So it was fun, Phil. Appreciate you.
This was awesome
coming and hanging out, man. So obviously we'll see you on this channel in July.
See you in the stadium. Occasionally, I get out of the press box and I'm 2 sections over from y'all. So
yes, sir. Fellow North Ender.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
All right, take care.
Phil. H.
Hey.
Then there was one. Tell the people what we got going on. I know there are things that have not been revealed yet that are coming big for We Are Austin TV, big for Top Flight. We can't wait to see it. I know you guys already put out your episode for this week. Maybe a space coming later this week. Tell the people what you got going on.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I want to do a space on Thursday. I know Friday everybody's going to be busy. The Murga party, which is going to be a lot of fun, and then the march also on Saturday, right? So I think Thursday is a really good time for like a space or whatnot. We got some cool stuff coming up for the pod. Hopefully this Sunday we can debut something big. It's going to be nice, and of course fan reactions coming back. Can't wait. Hopefully this season the fans are more or more positive. I know that their emotions or their takes are they weren't easy to handle because of the season that we had. We tried to make like a best of 2023, but it was just there was nothing best of 2023 at all.
Right.
So instead of just compiling a compilation of just really colorful takes, we just said, you know what, we're just gonna scrap it, and hopefully this year coming up is just better, and the fans enjoy it more than they did last year.
Man, teams got to give the fans something to be positive about, and we don't have to dig deep to be a little positive here in the North End, but last year felt like the low of the low, so we're right there with you, H. Everybody coming out of that Zebra Gate. Hit up the fan reactions, hit the space on Thursday. It's the best week of the year. Regular season starting on Saturday. Cannot wait. H, it was a blast as always, man. Thanks for being on with us.
For sure. Hey, great job tonight, guys. It was a bunch of fun. Really confident with this team.
Yes, sir.
Really confident.
Hey, we'll see you on Saturday, brother.
Looking forward to seeing you, bro.
Yes, sir. See you later, bro.
Later, bro.
E, good draft. Fun. Always a blast with all of our Austin FC friends, bringing in the new teams. It's going to be fun to watch this play out over the full season. We're back tomorrow, episode 119 of the North End Podcast, previewing the Minnesota match. Obviously, the return of the nonsense. There's been some news since we last convened as well, so everybody can look out for the preview episode tomorrow, the next regularly scheduled episode of the North End Podcast Wednesday evening. And it's match week, baby. Just like we started the stream, supreme levels of excitement all around. Cannot wait.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in, sticking with us here in the 2024 Best Ball stream. If you're watching on the YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button on this video. We wouldn't ask if it didn't help us grow the pod, help us battle those YouTube algorithm overlords. Atone for your sins, wash yourselves clean in the waters of the North End. We're back tomorrow, episode 119 of the North End Podcast. Till then, he's E, and I'm Zach. Vamos Austin FC, everybody. Goodbye.